former world number ones. I love the part where they're walking off court and sitting down, and Dix, Chris Dittmar, is coming out with, and 3 world number ones, 3 former world number ones, and the 21-year-old medical student slots it away. And I've always loved that. I've explained earlier in the evening the gap between home internationals and European teams championships, the difference between junior squash and senior squash. I tried unsuccessfully to explain the jump between that and then the intensity and what's required in the European, in the Commonwealth Games. The match you saw then was a quarter-final, but unfortunately John and Harry, unfortunately, lost 9-6 in the 5th. As I said, the quarter-finals lost the eventual winners, and I believe the only team to even take games off them for the event. I'm very proud of those endeavours, and more proud of the young man of the year, so I'd like to invite Harry Leach.
So it's a bit embarrassing actually. Paul asked me basically to come up and say a few words about, I guess, my experience at the academy and what it's done for me. And so yeah, I've actually been coming to Heriot Watt now for 13 years. My sister was originally here with Duncan and then me. And when the academy started, I was controversially not included, which was pretty tough. And then, given that Duncan was the head coach and my own personal coach, that was a bit of a blow. And then when Paul arrived, who eventually became my personal coach, again wasn't included, which again I took really well. But eventually I managed to get myself into the academy, and that was a good start. And so I was 15, and my first season was just appalling. We started in the European circuit, and I don't think I finished above 17th. Which the kids will know is when you lose first round and you win every other match. But the second season, after a lot of hard work, strength and conditioning, losing quite a lot of weight, and generally learning how to play squash a bit better, the next season I did a lot better. I managed to make the final of the event, semi-final, and that really set me up to go on. And after that, I guess, I had a few years when I was just going for that transition from the juniors up to seniors, which really not a lot of people had done in a long time. And I managed to do it by the time I was 19, I think, which was a very proud moment. And thinking back, that team I made my debut in had John White at 1, Martin Heath at 2. I came in at reserve, and we finished 5th. And thinking that this year, with Alan at 1 and Stuart at 2, and me reserve again, we managed to come 6th. And I think that really shows where squash is going under Paul's leadership. It's fantastic. And I think, if I think of the things that I'm most proud of in the time I've been at Heriot Watt, obviously the video probably encapsulates one of them, which was a great moment, and one I hope to revisit next year and go one better, because it was pretty tough coming away there at the minute. But the other one is that moving from the juniors to the seniors, and as I said, first person since Stuart Crawford, who's pretty old now. How old is Stuart? About 46, yeah. So Stuart was the last person before me. And Chris was probably the person before Stuart who'd come through as a Scottish junior and moved on to be a Scottish senior. And now, it's just fantastic. You know, we've got Alan, Jamie, Graham, Lyle, Chris is knocking on the door. These are guys who are, in Chris's case, still juniors. And that's what it's about. We should have a steady progression of good talent. And so I guess the thing I'm proudest of is that, I guess I poked a toe in the water, and now these guys are just plunging in and surpassing, anything I have achieved as a junior. And surely will surpass anything I've achieved as a senior, and hopefully will still achieve. And none of this could have been possible without the academy. When I look at that badge, I've just got so much pride, and I was really proud this year with my Scotland tracksuit who had it on the right arm. And for that we have to thank, as Paul said, people like Mike, Louise, Duncan for setting it up, having an idea to begin with. But there's no question that the professionalism that we now have under Paul's leadership is it's absolutely fantastic, and it's been a pleasure for me to be a part of it. It's a pleasure that I'm still invited back, although I've been down south in England for 5 years now, which is crazy. And it's just, it's always great to come back. It's amazing to see all these juniors who know what they're doing on the court, behave appropriately, and I'm actually amazed when I meet other juniors, and I just forget how advanced our guys are, whether it's a young guy I was hit with who's a top player in England eating nuts in between games. I was thinking, Paul saw this guy. Let's treat him out. And it's just fantastic, and to have Roger here as well, who adds obviously a lot of things on the court, some interesting things off court. And it's such, it's got the makings of a really close-knit, good, happy family. And I'm absolutely delighted to be invited back. And I promised Paul I'll get a check to the ticket. But yeah, thank you.